How to become a certified boudoir photographer. Would being a certified boudoir photographer help you get more clients, but you're not really sure how to get certified or what that even means? Well, I have good news for you, because there's no such thing as an actual certified boudoir photographer. But here's what you can do to set yourself apart from your competition while mastering your craft.
It's showtime.
Hello, I'm Mike Lloyd. I run a multi-six-figure boudoir studio in Silicon Valley, California. I've been in this game 11 years, and when I first got into it, I thought I needed a big fancy studio, lots of expensive-looking equipment, so that people would think I'm legit and they would hire me. And I joined these different organizations, and I had all these logos on my website to show people that I was the real deal. And nobody cared about any of that. None. So there are 5 things that I would ask if you want to be a certified boudoir photographer to figure out what is the best way to move forward, knowing that that thing doesn't exist. 1, why do you want to be certified? 2, creating a strategic portfolio. 3, learn about your clients. 4, price yourself like a professional. And 5, never stop learning. So let's start with why you want to be certified. I know when I got started, I thought I needed a big fancy photo studio, lots of expensive looking gear, and I joined a ton of organizations so I could put logos on my website that said I was, an official member of whatever photography group so that people would think I was serious, and nobody cared. So when I started learning why people were hiring me, it was because I showed up on time, I delivered what I said I was going to deliver, they had a good time when we were doing it, I was within their budget, and they could count on me delivering what I said I was going to deliver. I'm like, well, none of that had anything to do with the fancy studio that I was paying for, even though most of what I shot was outdoors. Mainly used one lens, so despite having a handful of stuff in my bag, I didn't touch any of it, nor did they care what equipment did I use, and no one knew what any of the organizations were on my website. I could have made up anything and nobody would have noticed. Now, is there value in having gold medals and certifications? I don't think it hurts, but it's really not necessary. Your clients want to know, can you deliver the thing you're promising? That's the most important thing. You can get professional photographer certification like through PPA. If you're here in America, your country probably has the Professional Photographer Association that'll offer different certification programs. But again, your clients don't care. If you want to do it for the education, that's a different story. And good news is you don't need the certification. You can just educate yourself on branding, on marketing, on sales, on our craft of photography, and all these other ways to deliver a better service. But you don't need to go looking for like one official school to give you a badge at the end of a program. 2, let's create a strategic portfolio. I wish I would have known this when I got started. You've probably heard my story. If not, I built my portfolio by teaching classes. I wanted to learn how to do all these different lighting techniques and posing styles and different themed shoots. So I would offer a workshop and then I would practice the thing for 2 weeks, then teach it in a workshop and then rinse and repeat. I did that for like 2 years. That's how I built my portfolio. But I just shot all the fun stuff that I wanted to learn. Most of it didn't serve me as a business owner. At the end, my portfolio was all the Model Mayhem models that I had worked with, and none of them were my ideal client. I didn't know what an ideal client was or how to attract them. Knowing that now, to create a strategic portfolio, think about who you want to work with. If everyone in your portfolio are the 20-year-old Instagram models, but you want to do family photos, maternity photos, things like that. If none of those people are actually your client, the 50-year-old mom isn't going to look at the 20-year-old Instagram model and think, wow, this person really gets me. They're going to think, wow, they photograph 20-year-old models, not 50-year-old moms like me who don't look like that. So when you put your portfolio together, focus on photographing the people who will be hiring you in the future, because then you will have examples of photos with those types of people, different ages, ethnicities, sizes, weights, ability levels, styles, personalities, all these different things. And it's good practice to learn how to photograph different body types, different ages, different ability levels. I have clients who have physical disabilities. We can't do certain poses. If I can't have somebody squat or kneel, that cuts out a big chunk of what I can do. but I've been doing this a long time and I could do an entire shoot, with just standing or just sitting or just kneeling poses and still fill albums. I had a client a couple months ago who didn't want her face in any photo. So we did the whole boudoir sesh without showing faces. I did a couple with her face. I'm like, this shot's too good not to show you. She ended up liking them, but 95% of the shoot was with no faces. Learning how to work with different types of clients will arm you in the future with the skills you need to be able to shoot whatever you want to shoot. Number 3, learning your clients. I remember my first ad campaigns were like, be a model for the day, get this VIP red carpet exclusive experience, and nobody cared. Nobody booked me because that's not what these clients wanted. Firstly, I was showing the wrong kind of photos. I was showing the Instagram models, not the moms, even though I was trying to market to the moms. But even once I started photographing the right demographics to then market to that demographic, I didn't know what they really wanted from a photo shoot. But it's not being a model for the day. It's a form of self-care. It's a way there's a ton of different reasons, and I've got other videos on that specifically. So make sure you're subscribed so you can watch those videos too. But the point is, find out why people hire photographers for these kind of shoots, whatever kind of shoots you're doing, and put that verbiage all over your website, in your social media content, everywhere. Like, actually use their words. So I'll send out surveys to clients, or I'll get testimonials. They'll send me emails or text messages after their shoot, telling me about what they loved from their experience and thanking me for things. And I'll ask them, hey, can I use this on my website? And I will take their exact words and put it on the website. And not just as a testimonial, but I'll use it to write my copy and descriptions of my products and services. Because there have been things that I didn't even think about. A couple months ago, I left one of the behind the scenes photos in my client's gallery when we did her reveal. It was my stylist fixing her hair in between shots. And I thought it was a cool behind the scenes photo, but I had never presented those before in my reveals. She loved it. She's like, yeah, somebody followed me around for 3 hours just making sure I felt taken care of and I looked pretty. She's like, I want to remember that. That was a big part of my day. Might be onto something here. So for the next several sessions, I took more of those kind of photos when my stylist was adjusting a strap, fixing the hair, the little things like that. I've been showing them in the reveals. All of my clients are buying them because my stylist was there to make them feel good that day. Now I'm showing more of those kind of photos on my social media. They're on my website because my clients have told me what they want, and I'm a dummy if I don't give them more of that. All right, number 4, price yourself like a pro. If you want to tell people you're a professional, charge like a professional. Think of the Instagram influencers who say, their title is public figure and they have 300 followers. Rather than tell you they're a public figure, they should have 1 million followers, right? Same thing here. If I tell you I'm a professional and I provide a high-end luxury experience and I charge $75 a session and you can buy all the photos for $300, that doesn't make sense. If I'm charging $5,000 for an all-inclusive experience, that is an entirely different story right there. You don't have to charge $5,000, but you can't charge $375 for everything. So when you charge a good session fee of at least $200, between $200 and $500 is your magic window, people will take you more seriously. You'll get better, more engaged clients who will spend more money with you, get more out of the experience, and send you more similar clients. Same thing with your packages. If you're selling 8x10 prints for $35, no one's going to take you seriously or treat you like a professional. But if your smallest print costs $250 for a matted framed 8x10, and that's the only way you deliver those prints as a finished professional product, that says professional way more than any logo on your website. And rather than show off that you're a certified member, here's my certificate on the wall, you show here are the gorgeous professional products that I do for my clients, that says professional. And number 5, my personal favorite, never stop learning. I took a course a few years ago on selling online products. And I buy courses all the time. I love education. I read an insane amount of books. I never stop learning. And in this program, one of the things he said in this program, somebody had asked, do we get a certificate at the end when we complete the program or some kind of accreditation or whatever once we've achieved what we needed to achieve? And he's like, no, because you're not done, you're just getting started. And I thought that was a really profound thing because the accomplishment isn't the piece of paper at the end. The accomplishment is now you have the tools necessary to go after the thing that you really want. which is building an online business. So that's why I don't really value the piece of paper that says you've done the thing. I want to know what you can do with that information. I have a college degree. I don't feel like I learned anything going to school for business to actually learn how to run a business. Maybe I'd be a good manager for another company, but not with my entrepreneurial attitude. I ask too many questions to just be an employee for somebody else. I am way unemployable. Anyway, taking the theory and the information from something and not being able to apply it, I think, is the biggest misconception with the certification or the degree or the course being the objective. Never stop learning, always continue. Celebrate your wins, but know that that is just the next step to the next point, and your journey is just beginning again. And I think that's really exciting because you can never peak. You can never max out. You can never hit the top level and then not know where to go. You can always keep growing, and it's addicting. Once you start, you're never going to want to stop. So those are the 5 things I think are really important when you're looking for some sort of certification process. Why do you actually want the certification? Is there another way to get that same result? 2, build a strategic portfolio. As a photographer, this will help you so much. Number 3, learn about your clients because they will tell you what they want and that's what you can deliver. Number 4, price yourself like a professional. That's a great way to tell people you're a pro more than telling people you're a pro. And number 5, never stop learning. The certification, the degree, any of that is just one step in the process, but it never ends. So don't worry about a piece of paper saying you've done it. Use that knowledge, get out into the world and make a difference with what you know. That's where the magic happens. Please subscribe to this channel. I have so many more tactical videos on how to build a portfolio and how to price yourself like a professional and the things I've gone over in this video specifically. Or head to boudoirguild.com. You are amazing. I will see you inside.